Hi, welcome back to Andrea Fontana Beauty. Today is late April. It's the last week of April. And even though we had some 80-degree days, 2 weeks ago, we had some snow this week, because that's Michigan. But now it's starting to warm up a little bit, like not snow. And so I finally feel comfortable enough to do my closet clean out. I tried to swap out winter and summer clothing in the fall and spring, and it feels like it's time to finally do that. So this is the first time I'm ever filming it. We'll see how it goes. I want to give you a very realistic view of this, kind of talk through my process, because I've done it enough times where I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what I like to do. So this is my first time. We moved into this house in July, so this is my first time getting it prepped for spring in this house, but since we moved in July, I did start living in this house in this closet, which is our walk-in closets right there. I started with warm clothing in here and then did the transition in fall and did winter clothing. Now we're getting rid of all of that warm clothing, well, clothing that is warm for cold weather. You know what I'm trying to say, all the winter clothing. And we're going to get it all set up and ready for spring and summer. I'm obviously keeping a couple pieces in there. You'll see I really like to layer. So jackets, sweatshirts, I'll have plenty of things to keep warm for days that are chilly this spring still. And I don't keep I keep a couple light jackets in here, but for the most part my coats are at the front closet in the house. So let me tell you how I want to start. So if I turn you this way, again, this is real life, okay? If I turn you right here, we have my bed. That's a bunch of clean clothes. An unmade bed, because I don't make my bed every day. It just is what it is. Those are a bunch of clean clothes that need to be put away. But before I did that, it felt kind of pointless to put them away and then potentially pull some out to put away for the winter or for the summer. So I've actually kept those there. So here's what I'm gonna do. Flip you back around here. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna start with. I'm going to first off go through the whole closet and remove anything that I know for sure I will not be wearing here going forward. So whether it's just very holiday stuff, plaids, things that feel very Christmassy or holiday-ish, winter, remove all that stuff. And in that stuff, I'm going to make two piles, things that need to be stored and things that need to be donated. They just don't fit anymore. They're not my style anymore. I'm not gonna, there's no sense in me throwing them in a bin for next winter or fall if I know I'm not gonna wear them. Why take up the space and store them? So first I'm gonna go through and get rid of everything that I know I'm not gonna use. Then I'm gonna go through, and at the same time I'll also be looking at things that I would potentially keep in the closet but still want to donate because they don't feel like they fit or are my style right now. Things that I'm happy to part with. So we'll get rid of that stuff. And this is so I'm gonna basically trim everything down, clean it out before I even bring up the bins that are stored with my summer clothes, because I just want to condense and get rid of as much as possible before I end up adding in. Sometimes if you bring that stuff in, it can feel even more overwhelming. So it helps to kind of see what I'm working with, see the space that opens up, see how much I'm getting rid of before I bring stuff in. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's get started. I'm probably going to put some music on in the background while I do some of this and then stop and talk to you when I have something to say. But it's most likely going to be sped up because I'm going to listen to some music while I do this. So let's go to the closet. I'll give you a quick rundown of how I'm storing it, how I think I'm going to do it a little differently for the spring versus the winter kind of thing. So let's go to the closet. Okay, so here is, there you can see me and the tripod. I'm taking you off for a second so I can show you. This is the closet that my husband and I share. We're robe people, so we have a million robes right here hanging. But I want to show you, it's kind of hard to show you. Hold on, hopefully I can zoom out enough to show you. Okay, so this is where I keep purses and bags. I need to reorganize this because there's been a lot of pulling out and stuffing back in recently. So need to go over that again. This is where I keep my sweaters. I love sweaters and I have a lot of them. And they're kind of a disaster right now, but I need to go through and figure out which ones I'm going to be taking out, which ones I'm going to be keeping in for the spring. And you'll see I have an idea of what I think what I'm going to put here is one side sweaters, one side crew neck sweatshirts. Since I have a lot of those, they currently hang with all my tops because I have less like blousey tops for the winter, but I know that I'm going to want this space for like tops for the summer. So I'm probably going to move crew neck sweatshirts and then sweaters here. These are graphic tees, and then these are like my cozy loungy sweatshirts. So like sweatshirts I throw on to go to the gym, things I lounge around the house in, not really like stylish sweatshirts. These drawers are my husband's. These are just a few of my heels. That's my denim down there. That'll probably all stay the same. Those are all my husband's, hence the organization or lack thereof. This top row is, again, my husband's because he's tall, so he gets the top. These are all my tops. Yes, they're color-coded. So I'm going to go through and take everything down from there. This is my husband's section of suits. And then this whole section right here is also mine. So on the top here, these are my blazers. I don't have as many blazers out right now, but these are jackets, blazers, things like that. My jean jacket. So that goes into dresses. So I have some of my longer dresses, some of my, let's see, more casual dresses. And then I kind of like let those hang down because there is a bar right there, but I just don't put clothing on the side so that those can hang down. And then these are all my skirts and like trousers, pants, things that I don't want, or that I want to hang so they don't get weird, you know? So yeah, this is what we're going to be going through. I also, just in case you're wondering, I also have this dresser right here, and this is where I store like undergarments, workout clothes, sweatpants, lounge clothes, and pajamas. So those pretty much stay the same all year round. I don't change any of that out, so that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. But I'm gonna put you back on the tripod and I'm gonna kind of show you if there's like things that I want to talk about of like why I'm removing it, I'll let you know. So yeah, let's get to organizing. show you some of the things. This one, even though I like a sweater vest in the spring as like a transition piece, this one screams fall to me because of the pattern. It just feels wintry. This is a vintage LL Bean sweater vest, so we're gonna put that one away. This cardigan I love. It's a really pretty color, but again, that like warm brown just reads fall to me, and I just don't think I'm gonna wear it. It's like a heavier knit cardigan. A lot of these are, so these are like these three are all crew necks that I want to fold instead of hang. Ooh, this is a flannel, to me reads as fall. So I have enough layering pieces of like tops like this that just feel lighter, less warm. Again, these are all, I love a good crew neck, guys. Crew neck, crew neck. This is a fun one. It has like a little crocheted bit in the middle. Again, okay, so those are all ones that I want. So we just reduced that down by a lot. I'm even gonna do this one. I'm gonna take this cardigan, which again, just reads winter to me. So we're gonna put that guy away. Next, let's go into skirts. The only thing, am I taking anything out? No, everything feels intentional. Oh, I'm gonna put this one away. Mostly because, okay, so this is a really cool leather skirt. It just reads winter to me, but mostly because it's just been hanging for a long time and I kind of want to roll it up so it doesn't have any creases in it, because I don't see myself wearing it. So just this is more like a care option. I want it to be kind of stored away. So that is going to be put away. Trousers, skirts, we're good there. Okay, so now I'm going to go into jackets and blazers. I love a vest, especially in the spring. This one feels too wintry. This is nice, but it kind of reads fall to me. This like linen-y, yeah, we're gonna keep it. It's a light jacket. We'll keep it. All right, there's no reason that I need multiple olive green blazers. So we're gonna take this one down because I did put the trousers that go with it. It's a suit, because I'll keep my other one. I prefer that one, the fit of the other one. If I'm like not wearing a full suit together. I say that as if I wear a full suit together all the time. I don't. Let me tilt this up. You haven't even been able to see my face for this portion. Okay, a raincoat, we'll keep my jean jacket. What are we gonna do with this one? You know what, I'm gonna keep it. I got this, I wore this, so much of this on my bachelorette party. I love it. We're gonna keep that. We're also gonna keep this one, even though it feels really wintry. It's wool, so it's definitely warmer. Are we gonna keep it out? No. We're gonna put it away because it's a heavier fabric. I'm just not gonna wear it, so we'll put it away. Love this one. We'll put this fitted one away. I just don't see myself wearing this black fitted one. I prefer my oversized one. That's just like kind of what I'm in the mood for this season, is oversized. Okay, now we're into dresses. This corduroy dress, or it's like a green corduroy jumper. Love it, it's vintage. Buy until fall, because it just really reminds me of fall. Love you, love you, love you. Excellent. So we did some good work. We cleared a lot of clothes out. I'm actually gonna go through, let me show you graphic tees. Okay, so these are all my graphic tees. I love a graphic tee here. I prefer to hang my graphic tees. Okay, so like especially basic ones I really like to hang. Pretty easy. We'll hang those up. I'm gonna do some moving around now, and then we will bring in the bins of summer clothes. This is the fun part because you kind of like forget what you had and it feels like you have new clothes again. If there's any reason to change your clothes out seasonally, like physically take them out of your closet and swap them out, It's because you will forget what you have if it's not always in your closet, and then when you bring it out, it feels like you have new clothes again, but you don't have to buy them. It's just like, oh, I forgot I love this. It's just like a fun surprise. So now we're gonna speed things up, and I'm going to organize all that is happening here. So here's the stack of clothes that I just washed that I showed you that was on the bed. So we have a graphic tee, a fun florally blouse that will get added, 3 more graphic tees. This feels wintry to me. No, but I love it. Another, we'll count this as a comfy crew neck, even though it's technically a cardigan, but it's a sweatshirt. That will get hung up. And then this is just like a cream crew neck knit sweater. Okay, that looks way better. Let me show you what the sweatshirt sweater situation looks like. Okay, so here are those crew necks that I just put up here. And then these are the sweaters that I have kept. You'll notice that I love chartreuse. So I have two chartreuse sweaters. And then we have some pastels, pastel pink, pastel green. And then we have some basics, black, light gray, cream. I think it's gonna be plenty of sweaters for the spring transition. So we are going to hang up all of those. Those are graphic tees and tops. Oh, I need to put those sweatshirts away. Those are some pants. And then we're really gonna be ready to bring in the bins. All right. It's time to look at all the florals. I'm so excited. Time to bring out the bins. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, again, take out of the bins, put into piles. Look at this skirt. Floral, fun vintage skirt that I got on my honeymoon in Italy. I'm obsessed. Here is the big bin. It even has a hanger in it. All right, here goes nothing. Wow, you guys, you just like forget about so many things. So many fun prints that I just like completely forgot about. right, here's the update. That's the winter pile of things that need to go into those 2 bins that are basically empty. Here is the sweater and sweatshirt pile. Happy with how that turned out. So excited. There's all my tops ready for warmer weather, fun prints, skirts and pants. Those are some things. I ran out of hangers, so we haven't bought new hangers yet for this closet. Since we moved, we had enough, but we've officially run out, so I need to get a new pack. And then I found some dresses and a couple light jackets, like this pretty lavender one and this like fuchsia one. Some dresses, so we need to get some more hangers. All right, I'm gonna fit all of this in there, wish me luck, and then I'll see you when it's done. I did it. I cannot believe I got all that stuff. It's a huge pile into these 2 bins. They are gonna go hibernate until fall in the basement. And yeah, I even snuck a few extra things in there. I'm going to flip you around and we'll chat about some of my tips throughout this process. Hopefully, when I edited all of that footage, it made sense. I've just finished the whole thing. It took me only about an hour.
I'm not sure I understand.
It took me about an hour, which honestly I feel like is really good because it feels like it was a lot more than that. It felt like it was, I mean, it went by fast, but it felt like it should have taken longer than that. Here's some of the main takeaways, and every year when I think like, I don't know, sometimes I put it off because it just feels like it's gonna be a lot of work of just like bringing the bins up and emptying them and refilling them and bringing them back down. Sometimes it feels like a lot of like work, but I mean, hopefully future me will remember this only took me an hour, and that's with filming, which makes it take a little bit longer. So that's not bad at all. Some things that, some reasons why I really think this is really important. If you're somebody who likes fashion, right? You like being creative, you like thrifting or vintage things, and you like trying different outfits and trying different trends and being creative and not wearing the same outfit all the time. I feel like this really helps me reduce overwhelm when I'm getting dressed in the morning because it makes it more fun because I have a lot less to look at. If you have too many options, if you're looking at everything, even the stuff that's out of season, even though like you only have, I don't know, 30 shirts to choose from, however many you have, that was a random number I just pulled out, but I definitely have more than 30 shirts. But say you have 30 tops, if half of those are from off season, those are 15 tops that are just like adding to the overwhelm of what to choose from. So if you don't have a lot of time in the morning, or you want to just like streamline the process and you want to get dressed more, meaning you want to like put together outfits. I know you're probably getting dressed every day, but you know what I mean. I find that this really helps with that. So it kind of refuels my creativity every other season because I do this in the spring and fall. Obviously you might need to do it at different times depending on what your, or maybe even less, depending on what your weather is like and what your seasons are like. But for us, spring and fall here in Michigan in the Midwest is very hit or miss. It can be warm, it can be cold, you need layers. So I find that those are kind of like the transitional seasons when I'm able to gauge like, okay, now it's officially too warm or too cold for these things. So I like doing it fall and spring twice a year. Not that hard to do. Again, like I said, I just went through so many things that I completely forgot that I had. A lot of pieces that I actually bought on my honeymoon last May. So those are really fun. Things I bought in Italy that are vintage that I'm excited to wear again this summer. So it can allow you to get excited about your closet again. And another reason that I really like it is because I'm always thrifting, and it allows me to kind of go through my whole closet and see what I have, see what I'm maybe feel like I want to add to it, give me ideas so that I'm not buying the same thing over and over again. If I realize like, oh, I have a lot more skirts than I realized, maybe I don't need any skirts right now, that sort of thing. It can kind of help me visualize what my closet already looks like. Whereas if you're not doing the whole like going through the whole closet, picking things out, getting rid of things that you don't want anymore, putting things away for the season, you might not be looking at all the pieces in your closet and you might not realize that you have stuff. So I can't recommend it enough. I just have the 2 bins. That works for me. I feel like whenever those bins are too full, that means that it's like an indicator to me that I have too much. Obviously they're more full in the winter because clothes are bulkier than in the summer. So the summer clothes only took up like a bin and a quarter, and the winter ones are pretty much like those 2 bins completely full because there's just sweaters and blazers and bulkier things. So it's also a good indicator for that. Like, I have too many clothes. I need to condense more. It helps with that, which I really like. So I'm excited. If you want to see the outfits that I'm pulling and putting together this spring and summer with the clothes that I just put in my closet, be sure to follow me on TikTok. That's where I share my one take outfit of the days. Really quick rundown of what I'm wearing, what I threw together, what's thrifted. Spoiler, usually it is. Today I'm in thrifted clothes head to toe. I usually am, but every now and then I have some stuff that's new. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to go through your closet, to look at it in a different way, condense it, figure out, you know, maybe it'll inspire you to go thrifting. I feel like I'm able to have a bigger, more creative, unique closet because I thrift, and I can find those unique, more inexpensive, one-of-a-kind pieces without buying into fast fashion, which I really like. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you'll come back. Be sure to send this one to someone that you think that would enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.